NK Telco Sports welcomes you to our coverage of high school basketball, where the Fort Loramie Redskins will take on the Miami Valley School Panthers. Tonight's game by the Miami Valley School Rams. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, Cargill, and NK Telco. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our four-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The Hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
And our starting lineup's coming up here just momentarily. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me this evening, Jeremy Plyman. We've got Fort Loramie and Miami Valley School all set to go. The visitors today, the Fort Loramie Redskins. Starting lineup. Number 21, Victoria Mesher. Number 22, Skylar Albers. Victoria Mesher, a first-team All-Shelby County Athletic League player. Skylar Albers, a second-teamer. Jaden Rose, number 30, a 5'6" senior, honorable mention. And number 40, Avery Brandewie, co-player of the year in Shelby County Athletic League. And number 41, a second-team Shelby County Athletic League performer in Summer Hoying. Fort Loramie Redskins head coach Carla Siegel. Redskins number 1 in the state. In the Associated Press poll, they stand 21-2, and they are the Shelby County Athletic League champions. Now for the Miami Valley School Rams. Number 4, Naima Nizeruma. 6'2" sophomore. Number 22, Alana Wright, 5'9" sophomore. Number 32, Celia Mendez, a 5'6" sophomore. Number 33, 5'8" junior, Brooke Lee. And number 34, the leading scorer for Miami Valley, Presley Copper, a 6' junior. She averages 19.2 points per game. Fallon Edwards, the head coach for the Miami Valley School. They come into today's play at 4-10. They are members of the Metro Buckeye Conference and finish 2-6. Let's start with our keys to the game. Jeremy, first for the Fort Loramie Redskins.
For the Fort Loramie Redskins, Coach Carla Siegel brings her team in, as you said, number 1 in the state of Ohio and 22-2. They have a great transition game. She wants them to play inside out when available and rebound on both ends, Dave.
And for the home team, the Miami Valley School,
they've got one job in mind, and that is to handle the pressure of the Fort Loramie Redskins. That is key plays 1, 2, and 3 for them.
Keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First shot of tonight's contest missed by Avery Brandewie, and with the basketball come the Rams. 5-second count on. Not sure how she avoided it, but there's a turnover nonetheless. Shot no good. Rebound up and in, and that'll be Jaden Rose with the basket. They'll apply the pressure. We saw that against Twin Valley South, the 71-12 game in this sectional game. Miami Valley will maintain the basketball, however, this time. Copper back over to Wright. Now Copper trying to get it up to Nizeruma, but it's going to go out of bounds, and that's a turnover.
Miami Valley the Rams got themselves set in a press-breaking offense there, Dave, and they had a couple looks. They just couldn't get it. Loramie transitions around so quickly.
Redskins with the basketball. Rose out front. Over to the right side it goes to Victoria Mesher.
Miami Valley in a, looks like a 2-3 or a 3-2, a 1-2-2 zone here, making Loramie be patient.
Just setting in the zone. Outside jumper by Hoying is good. Hoying's first basket of the night. Redskins up 4-0. And Miami Valley with the turnovers. So what? 3 possessions, 3 turnovers.
3 possessions, 3 turnovers.
Ball goes into Hoying. She'll connect.
Young lady's had a tremendous season. Started off, she kind of was filling the void for some injuries with Skylar Albers and Kara Meyer, and there's another turnover.
Rose with the basket. Pass goes up to number 33, Brooke Lee, and it's going to go out of bounds. Number 34 is Presley Copper for Miami Valley, and she's a 6-foot junior, and she does average 19.2 points per game, 7.5 rebounds. Short jump shot on corner, no good by Brandewy. Rebound is up and in by Hoying. Boy, Hoying is just off to a great start here. She's got 6 of Fort Loramie's 10 points. Once again, you're watching NK Telco Sports. I'm Dave Helmstetter, with me Jeremy Plyman. Thanks for joining us here from Sydney. Fort Loramie, number 1 in the state, and there's the turnover again. Mesher will go in for the layup. It gets the roll, and Mesher is on the scoreboard for the first time. She averages 10.2 points per game. Another quick turnover. Shot no good that time by Skylar Albers, but on the rebound, Victoria Mesher was fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Loramie doesn't even matter even if it doesn't get out of bounds, they're still going, they're jumping into the press even on misses.
And Victoria Mesher connects. Carissa Meyer will come into the lineup, as does Ariel Heitkamp for Fort Loramie. Redskins subbing with 5:24 to go here in our opening quarter of play. Second free throw, no good. Lead at 13-0. And there's going to be a blocking foul there on Carissa Meyer. First foul of the game, first on the Redskins.
We commented when we saw the Loramie girls warming up, Dave. As you noticed, the Loramie girls in their traditional tournament braids, all the long hair all the way down to the middle of their back, braided all the way down. That's their signature, especially in the Carla Siegel era.
Rams get it across half court, but the result's a turnover. Quick and easy basket as the Redskins attack, and Summer Hoying with the bucket. Copper with the basketball. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by Mesher as Alex Rose will come in. And one factor tonight, Miami Valley only dressing, they only have 6.
Yeah, the pressure Loramie is going to put on them. This might be something that that could show its ugly. That's going to really cause issues probably when you get midway through the second quarter here, because it's going to be relentless.
Yes, and we saw that in the Twin Valley South game very quickly. 28-0 run to start the quarter, and that's right where we're headed here as Miami Valley with another turnover. Heitkamp will put it up and in. Ariel Heitkamp, a 5'5 junior, with the easy bucket on the fast break. Timeout. Miami Valley School, our score, Fort Loramie 17. Miami Valley School nothing. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Carriage Works has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. Carriage Works thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. Carriage Works now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. Carriage Works has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for Carriage Works. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Timeouts this season brought to you by Precision Strip. Sponsors, well, we'll get to the sponsors here in just a moment. Miami Valley School trying to get that inbounds pass, but it's another turnover as number 12, Carissa Meyer, will pick up her first basket. 5 different players have scored already for Fort Loramie. Here comes the turnover. Brandewie pulls up as Heitkamp will get it back out front. Goes right side to Skylar Albers, tries to get it inside. Now with it is Alex Rose. There's a short jumper by Meyer, shot no good. Rebound comes down to Elena Wright for Miami Valley.
The Rams have done a nice job on the defensive boards. They've only given up a couple offensive rebounds so far, but for the most part have done a nice job keeping Loramie out of there.
Cooper goes inside, puts the shot up, and there's going to be a block on number 12, Carissa Meyer. That'll be her second, the team's second. And with 3:38 to go here in the first quarter of play, Cooper has a chance to put her team in the scoreboard. Free throw no good by the junior. .64% free throw shooter on the season. Takes a deep breath. Second free throw is good, but it's taken away. Somebody in the lane too soon?
Somebody in the lane there too soon, I believe.
So point is off the board. It's 19-0 Fort Loramie. Albers' short jumper, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it's going to be off Fort Loramie. As Elena Wright will toss it in.
On the floor for the Redskins right now, number 32, Maddie Chateau. 23, Alex Rose. Number 40, Avery Brandewie. There's a steal by number 11, Ariel Heitkamp.
Nice lead pass. Easy bucket for Avery Brandewie, her first basket of the night.
And number 30, Jaden Rose. Just thought we'd set the lineup there, Dave. There's a lot of in and out by the Loramie girls here.
Yep, very much so. Shot no good there by Brandewie. They'll get the offensive board and they'll reset. Chateau with the basketball out front. Maddie goes to the right side, and in the corner, Alex Rose back out front. Inside it goes. They'll get it to Rose. Rose to the baseline. Stop there, but makes a beautiful pass to Avery Brandewie, and Brandewie gets her second basket.
You get in games like this, Dave, and sometimes you want to – players will press a little bit and try to go a little bit quicker. Loramie's done a nice job just being patient against that zone. They work it around, find an open look, give it a couple passes instead of just 1 or 2 passes and chuck. They've been real patient on offense.
Miami Valley School with the basketball, having a chance to run some offense, but they're going to turn it over. 32 in for the easy bucket. That's Maddie Chateau. And 2, 4, 6, 7 players in the scorebook for Fort Loramie.
Led by Summer Hoying with not 10 points already, 8 points already, Dave.
Going for the lob on the pick and roll. Started a little bit high, but one thing, if Miami Valley chooses to play zone like they are now, they do have a little bit of physical size. They can clog things up, and it's not necessarily an easy bucket always for Fort Loramie.
You're exactly right, Dave. They got 3 girls over 6 foot, so, I mean, talk about a benefit for them.
Shot no good, goes out of bounds. It'll be Miami Valley basketball. Miami Valley is a private school in near Kettering, in that area of Dayton. Enrollment 61 boys, 59 girls. There comes the steal. Up for the layup is Avery Brandaway. She now has 6. 27-0 our score. Have about a little over 450 kids in the school system, which also includes obviously an elementary school. Down low, there's the shot by Nizaruma.
The Metro League consists of teams that we know in this area. Legacy Christian, which will be in the boys sectional down there, and I believe Troy. Also, I believe
Yellow Springs is another one in there. More substitutes.
Fort Loramie brings back in a host of players again.
Nizaruma hits both free throws, and Miami Valley on the board. 27-2 our score. 40 seconds remain here in the first quarter. Moving the ball very quickly. Outside shot no good by by Morgan Plyman. They'll reset. They'll get it over to Victoria Mesher, moving it around out front. Rose will handle the basketball. Plyman gets it to the right side. Holland will shoot the 3. Shot bounces high and will go out of bounds with 7 seconds to go.
Those were Loramie's first 2 threes of the night, Dave.
Been able to get some pretty easy baskets off the turnover. And we got 1 second left, and Summer Hoying will inbound it. Rose will move up court. She'll get the last shot of the half off the iron. So the first quarter of basketball is history. Our score, Fort Loramie 27, the Rams of Miami Valley 2. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports. Fort Loramie with the basketball as they'll begin quarter number 2. How about some stats from that first quarter, Jeremy? Tell us something we don't know.
The stat that sticks out the most would be the Miami Valley School. 14 turnovers in the first half. As Fort Loramie grabs another offensive rebound, that brings them up to 6 on the day. That Loramie is 13 of 22 from the field and had 5 offensive rebounds. So many possessions coming up successful. On the other hand, for Miami Valley, they were 2 for 4 from the free throw line and had 3 defensive rebounds. Loramie, on the other hand, 13 for 22, 0 for 3 from 3, and 1 for 3 from the free throw line.
Alex Rose gets the offensive rebound, puts it back up and in. Our score goes 29-2. Turnover 15 right there. Nice left-handed layup by Rose. She's got both of Fort Loramie's basket here in the second quarter. Number 32. With it briefly for Miami Valley. Mesher back to Rose. Rose shot partially blocked. Rose will grab it. Back out front comes Jaden Rose. Down low, short jumper there is Mesher. Victoria Mesher. I'll tell you, that's a tough shot right there. I don't care if there's anybody guarding you or not. That is a money shot by Victoria Mesher.
You've seen numerous players. It doesn't matter what level they are. That little 8-foot baseline jumper can be airballed more often than not than any other shot probably.
When you can connect on that shot in a game condition, it's that's a great fundamental skill to learn.
Absolutely. And it's tough because do you attack the basket and be strong with it and go for a layup, or do you just kind of back up into that jump shot? It's the lost art of the mid-range jumper.
Nezuruma, ball goes out of bounds, tipped out of her hands. In comes Avery Brandowy. Here's an interesting stat about Miami Valley, their enrollment. It comes from 51 different zip codes.
Wow. Wow.
That's our fact of the day. Ball comes down, shot no good, rebound up and in. Alex Rose, he's got 6 out of the Loramie, 8 points here in the second quarter. I found that amazing.
You took some time to go through that whole situation down there, Dave.
Well, there's actually, when you look at it, there's a couple of Miami Valley schools, so I wanted to make sure I had the right one. Unlike our script read as Copper. Presley Copper gets her first basket with 5:30 to go here in the first half, 35-4.
First field goal of the evening for Miami Valley Rams. Copper's a lefty. That makes her a little bit different to guard.
Outside shot. There it is. Skylar Albers, first 3 of the evening for Fort Loramie.
Coach Siegel wanted to play inside out, not necessarily getting a chance here right now, but nice ball reversal there. Found Skylar Albers at the top of the key, wide open.
Cooper, turnaround no good. Rebound up and in. Boy, strong rebounder is Nezuruma with the rebound in the basket.
Young lady, 6'2".
Down low it goes to Hoying, shot no good.
Looked like it's partially blocked.
Nezuruma clears the boards. Get it up court quickly, but they'll create the turnover nonetheless. Brandowy back out to Rose. Brandowy out front. She'll handle it. Albers wants the shot. Knocks it home. Boy, she really wanted the basketball,
yeah,
didn't she, Jeremy?
You could see her coming around that corner, and you could have called her shooting that shot when she was about down on the baseline, Dave. She was shot ready right off the bat. Skyla's been shooting the ball real well. Had the early season injury there a little bit. Just come back around.
Got a timeout on the floor. Timeout's brought to you by Precision Strip. 30-second timeout. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, Cargill, and NK Telco. And our live view sponsor today, Cargill. Thank the folks at Cargill. And additional sponsors for tonight's broadcast, Carriage Works, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schwederman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. Timeout taken by Miami Valley. 3:55 to go in the first half. They trail 41-6. Copper goes inside. Shot blocked there by Brandowy. That's one of those things where Copper continually wanted to go up in it. Had she stopped, made a move, she could have gotten a shot, or at least from my perspective.
I agree with
that
you
might
completely
happen.
there, Dave. There's some things that you see in Presley Copper that are pretty nice for a player. You just wonder down in there in the Metro League, I don't think they're playing defense quite like they are in the Shelby County League here, and that's given her a little bit of problems.
Back out for Loramie. Heitkamp gets it inside. Brandewie, short jumper, no good. Crashing the boards, but this time Miami Valley will win the battle, and that's Elena Wright, number 22. Copper across the timeline. Fort Loramie playing it straight up right now.
And Copper probably doing the right thing. Don't speed this thing up at all. Take your time. You only got 6 players as Loramie turns them over again.
Fast break. Brandewie shot no good. Rebound up and off target, and the rebound comes down to Copper. Looking for some help. Yep, she'll bring it up court. Copper going to the left side. Brandewie on her. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to the Redskins. Myers going to go in for it. Shot no good. Rebound again by Copper.
Right now, Miami Valley lucky that Fort Loramie aren't knocking down a couple of these last layups here, Dave. A couple empty possessions in a row for the Redskins.
Copper going left side. They've just kind of cleared out for her. Shot no good. A rebound, Brandewie. Fort Loramie wants to take a 30-second timeout. Our timeout's brought to you by Precision Strip. Minute 55 to go here in the first half. I'd like to remind you that NK Telco Sports and its sponsors pleased to bring you replays of today's high school varsity basketball action on NK Telco Cable or the NKT.TV app on Channel 158, February the 22nd at 6 p.m., and on Channels 3 and 503, March 20th at 4 p.m., and March 21st at 12 p.m. You can also watch games live via pay-per-view through nktelco.com/sports and more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. With the basketball, Fort Loramie, they have the advantage on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, 41-6. Maddie Chateau gets it over to Allison Holland. They get it to the baseline. They'll move it back out. Try and come around the outside. Outside three, shot no good by Chateau. Rebound shot no good, and the rebound cleared out by number 33 for Miami Valley School, Brooke Lee.
Fort Loramie 0 for their last 6.
Copper's going to go to the free throw line.
Right now, she's just putting her head down and going to that left-hand side. They're clearing it all out for her, Dave, letting her try to go one-on-one. Nezaruma's on the other side. She's gotten a couple offensive rebounds for the Miami Valley Rams.
Copper's free throw. Off target. Copper with just 2 points here today. Missed all 3 of her free throws. The 4th one was a violation. Inside play. Victoria Mesher, she's got 7. Averages 10.2 on the season. She'll get the easy bucket. Fort Loramie will pick them up right about the mid-court line. Copper this time is guarded by Mesher. They come out to put more pressure on her, and the ball frees up. Holland, lead pass. Chateau, Maddie Chateau gets the easy bucket, and the Fort Loramie, they can just go to get that turnover and get the fast break once the offense gets a little stagnant.
Yeah, they do. And that's kind of what they're leaning to. Now look at them. Offensive rebound, outlet.
Short jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to the Rams.
And this is where you can see the Rams are tired because they're having a hard time even getting back. Loramie's run in multiple girls here. I believe they've played 15 so far.
Copper for three, shot no good. Rebound comes down to Mesher, and that's going to end our first half of basketball. Fort Loramie 45, Miami Valley School 6. We'll come back and have our halftime stats brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. Here in just a moment, you're watching tournament basketball from Sydney on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Back here at halftime at Sydney High School, we've got tournament basketball sectionals. Division 4 girls basketball, Fort Loramie dominating the number 1 team in the state of Ohio, up 45-6 here at halftime. So we'll be off and running here in the second half with a running clock. But let's take a look at our halftime statistics, all brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems.
In the first half here, Dave, the Miami Valley Rams are 2 for 9 from the field, 2 for 9 from the field. They turned the ball over there much better in the second quarter there than they were in the first quarter. First quarter had 14 turnovers. Second quarter had 5. That's a total of 19 turnovers. They rebounded much better. They had 9 rebounds in the first half. One of them was offensive. For the Fort Loramie Redskins, on the other hand, they were 9 out of 17 in the second quarter. They were 2 for 3 from 3, both those by Skylar Albers.
And quickly, Fort Loramie creates a turnover and
off and running.
Off and running, as I said.
Couldn't even get through the stats today.
No,
we got things happening on the floor in a hurry.
It's a turnover every 15 seconds, I feels like.
It feels like it.
Oh, where were you?
I think we were through them, Dave.
All right. Our stats at halftime brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. Yeah, it's got a lane violation. That's the second time we've had that call here tonight.
Jaden Rose is going to get another one, though, on this one.
Rose will connect. He's got 3 points on the evening, and it's 46-6. Copper with the basketball. Ball taken away. Ball just pops loose, and here comes Mesher with the easy layup. Inbounds pass to Copper, and as we said, the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, the clock is rolling.
Other games of interest over in Versailles, the Bakkens Trojans taking on the Ansonia Tigers. Close one there at half, 25-23. Trojans were up 19-7 at the end of the first quarter. Ansonia's brought it back, 25-23. Trojans led by Camden Paul with 8 points, Dave.
Victoria Mesher picks up the foul. That'll be her first, and Miami Valley will inbound it. Presley Copper averaging 19.2 points per game. Mesher on her. They go for the steal and just gang up, and we got a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Fort Loramie. The reach, first of all, for Fort Loramie's defense, the quickness is like Copper is, she's 6 foot?
6 foot. They list her at 6 foot. She's being guarded by Victoria Mesher at 6 foot. Albers off the mark on that one.
Hoying, jump shot no good. Rebound inside, up and in by Victoria Mesher. She's got double figures with 11 points.
She's out there being guarded by Victoria Mesher at 6 foot. Avery Branderly back in the lane at 5'10". Summer Hoying on the wing guarding at 5'11". You know, you got to believe Presley Copper's not seen anything like this all year.
Outlet pass. Back over to Hoying. As Albers shares the wealth, and Hoying is into double figures with 10 points. Copper tries to get it inside, but that's taken away there by Mesher. Albers will get the pops in and out, gets her own rebound, misses the shot, and Hoying will put it up and in. Summer Hoying with 12, 54-6. Fort Loramie just playing straight man-to-man
Straight
defense.
man-to-man now. There's no run and jump, none of that. It's just straight man-to-man.
Copper's shot off balance, but we're going to have a foul.
You know what? I might take that back, Dave. Were they standing in a 3-2 zone, that 1-2-2 again?
Well, let's take another look at it.
This Copper's going to the free throw line here. First shots of the second half for
Copper is 0 for 4 at the line.
Would imagine Mesher and Hoying are done for this evening, wouldn't you, Dave?
I would think so. Guess it depends on foul trouble and maybe a few other things, but I think they got plenty of.
I think there's enough warm bodies down there.
I think there's plenty of support there, so. Shot no good. Albers having a little bit of tough time here in quarter number 3. Brandewy back over to Meyer. They'll get it out front, and Rose will direct the traffic. It comes back to Rose for 3. Shot no good. Rebound. Comes down to Mendez. And Copper will walk it up court.
Whoa, from way downtown.
Fires one up. That's a long range one. Ariel Heitkamp back into the lineup. Maddie Chateau. See her first playing time.
Copper looks gassed, Dave. She's been chased around all night.
And she's been the chased.
Yeah, she has.
Shot partially blocked. Myers will shoot the 3. Shot no good. Rebound inside. And Brandewy will get the basket. She'll also draw the foul. It's going to go against Nizeruma. Be her first. And Brandewy connects. Co-player of the year in the Shelby County Athletic League.
Gives her 9.
9 points is correct for Brandewy.
And Miss Brandewy's going to the bench.
Looking for Copper, but they get it back into Mendez. Copper gets it inside. Now it comes a scrum as Nizeruma had a couple of good shots at it, unable to score. Tell you, when you get a break in the action or a foul, the clock just crashes down. As you can see, 45 seconds left to go in this quarter.
In a hurry.
Copper. Shot no good. Ball tipped. It's loose on the floor. Rose comes up with it. Lead pass. Up and in, and that's Ariel Heitkamp.
Here's the thing, Dave. We look at Loramie out there, and we talked about the young ladies. Like, they're just athletes from all over the place, and sometimes the track stuff shows up. Heitkamp's a name we're used to in shadow and track. Those two are out and running in a hurry when this thing gets a turnover, and it's almost like a track meet to the other side.
Morgan Plyman gets her first basket. At the buzzer, shot no good. Our score after 3 quarters of basketball, Fort Loramie 61, Miami Valley School 7. You're watching tournament basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
8 minutes goes back up on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Watching Division 4 sectional basketball tournament from Sydney High School, Fort Loramie. Big lead. Turnover again. Copper looks behind her, and that's a mistake. That's a turnover.
Yeah, just assume they're coming in a hurry.
You want to outrace them.
Exactly. Like we just talked about, they're coming in, and there's another one by the Lady Redskins.
Allison Holland gets bumped there by Brooke Lee. And
Dave, I'm just going to admit I'm having a hard time keeping the stats here in this first 35 seconds of this fourth quarter here. We're throwing the ball all over. It's like Miami Valley's tried to get out and run with the Redskins. I don't know if that's a good idea.
No, I don't think so. I like the idea of playing the zone.
I do,
because they got a little bit of size, like we talked about earlier in this, when they do have a little bit of size. But nonetheless, when you only have 6 players, that's hard.
Absolutely, especially at the pace Loramie wants to play at. Now, there's another steal there by the Miami Valley Rams. Turn it right back over. And to the Miami Valley's credit, like, Loramie struggled in the paint there in the third quarter, Dave.
They did, yes.
I mean, 7 for 15 from the field. They were 0 for 3 from outside. Numerous of those coming in close.
Not the prettiest quarter Fort Loramie has played.
No.
Sure. Holland looks down low. Shot no good there by Miley Chateau. They'll bring it back out front in Heitkamp. Heitkamp taking the shot, no good. Rebound put up and in by number 32, Maddie Chateau.
Young freshman's had herself a nice little game here, Dave. She's got 6 points on the game.
Got a 30-second timeout taken by Miami Valley School. I'd like to remind you that today's game brought to you by First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, Cargill, and NK Telco. Other sponsors for tonight's broadcast are LiveView. Thank the folks at Cargill. Other sponsors, Carriage Works, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schwieterman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Bud's Chrysler, Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. Officials for tonight's game, we've got Steve Marshall, Kyle McCullough, and Michael Lewowski calling today's game for us here, Fort Loramie and Miami Valley here at Sydney.
Game 1 of 2. We'll be on the call for Lehman and Tri-County North next.
Outlet pass, and that's Allison Holland. Allison with her first basket of the game. Copper out front, looks for teammate Nize Ruma. Nize Ruma, 6'2", sophomore.
That's 11 people have scored for the Fort Loramie Redskins.
Clock coming up on 4:50 to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Jump shot, Plyman, no good. Or that was Chateau, sorry. And the basket back up and in. Number 40.
Corinne Holscher, right?
Corinne Holscher with the basket, her first basket tonight's game. One more into the scoring column.
Makes it 12.
There's not much dribbling there.
No, there's nowhere to go. No, you're deep in the corner.
It's kind of funny the coach is yelling dribble. Man. That's a little harder coaching than it looks.
Number 42, Taylor Schmidtmeyer, into the ball game for the Redskins.
I was going to say, how about a timeout, coach?
Exactly. There's another option.
67-7, our score.
Best part was she tried to throw it, and Holland was standing out of bounds and threw her out of bounds.
Rebound inside. That's going to be a jump ball as Holscher comes down with a basketball, as well as a Miami Valley school player.
How about this, Dave? Number 42 for the Fort Loramie Redskins, the daughter of Janine Schmidtmeyer, former Janine DeLong Division IV Player of the Year from Riverside.
How about that?
All-star athlete, tremendous teacher at Botkins. I'll just throw that in.
There's an easy bucket up front there by Miley Chateau, and add one more to the scoring column.
I believe we're at 14, right?
Well,
I believe Schmidtmeyer is the only one who hasn't attempted a bucket yet.
Got 2 minutes and 43 seconds.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Schmidtmeyer, number 42, inside it goes. And the bucket for number 43, Holscher with the bucket. Well, they got the braids, so I should be able to see the number.
Well, you would think so, but they are long braids.
They're long
Dave.
braids. I'm sorry. Foul will go against Taylor Schmidtmeyer. And Copper will go to the free throw line. She'll have a couple of shots as the clock counts down. Copper will connect. First points of the fourth quarter, and only the second point of the entire half for Miami Valley. She'll connect on both of them. That form looked a little bit better than what we were seeing earlier.
Yeah, it was a little rough earlier in the game.
71-9, our score. Jump shot. No roll there by Schmidtmeyer, but inside as Holscher will score again. Shot goes up and in, and Copper will get a bucket. 1:04 to go here in the half. First field goal of the second half for Miami Valley. Clock is counting down. It might be it.
This could be the end of her here, Dave.
Miley Chateau, free throw no good. Here comes the second one.
Hard to tell the Shadow girls apart there if you're not looking at their numbers, Dave.
Very much so. Final seconds of this one. Copper dumps it off. It's going to be a foul on the backside. It's going to be against number 32, Maddie Chateau.
For one more good sake here, Dave, let's see you pronounce this young lady's name again.
Nizeruma. Nizeruma. Well, there's no way that they were going to jump over her.
No.
She stands 6'2".
She's played pretty well down there, Dave, really. She was really good in the third quarter. She got a nice looking stroke there from the free throw line.
Couple of free throws. Got a timeout. Well, that's it. Sorry. Don't have a timeout. It's past us. It's past us. Our final score, 74 for Fort Loramie, 13 for Miami Valley School. Convincing win for the Fort Loramie Redskins as they will move on as one anticipated in this. They'll play the winner of tonight's second game, which features Lehman Catholic and Tri-County North. Lehman Catholic at 7-12, Tri-County North at 10-10, number 12 and number 13 seeds. And, boy, when Fort Loramie goes on the board, they all go run and hide. Redskins wins over the number 22 and number 21 seeds, and then we'll face the winner of the Lehman Catholic Tri-County North game on Monday, February the 26th at 7:30 here at Sydney. Quite understandably, Redskins pick up their 22nd win. They move to 22-2, and it's understandable why head coach Carla Siegel's team, no one really wants to play until you get much deeper into the tournament. Let's thank our sponsors here today. First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, Cargill, and NK Telco. Our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. Keys to the Game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Timeout sponsor by Precision Strip, and we'll pick a player of the game. That'll be brought to you by NK Telco, and our post-game stats coming up here in just a moment. Brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. Live Views sponsor, Cargill. Other sponsors for tonight's broadcast, Carriage Works, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schwederman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Butts Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio bringing you tonight's contest. Replays for tonight's game will be on NK Telco Cable or the NKT.TV app on channel 158 at February the 22nd at 6 p.m. And on channels 3 and 503, they'll be March 20th at 4 p.m. and March 21st at 12 p.m. You can also watch games live via pay-per-view through nktelco.com/sports and more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. And now our final post-game statistics, all brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. Jeremy, what do those numbers tell us in yet another convincing Fort Loramie victory?
Final stats here for the visiting Miami Valley Rams. They had 12 rebounds on the day. 3 of those were offensive. 29 turnovers, Dave. They were 3 for 11 from the field, 7 for 10 from the free throw line, did not take a field goal attempt. They had 1 field goal attempt in the fourth quarter. For the visiting for the victorious Fort Loramie Redskins, 20 rebounds, 19 of them were offensive. They had 1 defensive rebound because they had 29 committed. They got 29 turnovers. They only had 4 of them on their own. They were 34 for 65. 2 for 10 from 3, 4 for 8 from the free throw line. They were led in the scoring column by Summer Hoyne with 12. Victoria Mesher had 11. Then they had Avery Brandwee with 8, and then a whole host of them who were 4, 6, and 2s. That's 14 out of 15 of the players scored tonight.
And so how do we go about picking a player of the game?
I guess you look at this, and I think we're going to go with Summer Hoyne. She got it going in a hurry. She had 8 points in the first quarter, and most of those came in the first 3 minutes. Her and Victoria Mesher were causing havoc out front. Victoria Mesher especially. You talk about a little bit of the defense. You could make a case for Victoria Mesher. Presley Cooper came in averaging 19 a game, held her to 7. She had 2 at half. So, I think Summer Hoyne there was great on the offensive boards a couple times, and she really got it off and rolling, kind of got this train heading in the direction it had down.
So our NK Telco player of the game tonight, Summer Hoyne. And our post-game stats all brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. And if you want more basketball here tonight, got another one coming up. Tri-County North and Lehman Catholic will do battle here in about, looks like in about 25 minutes. We'll also have that contest here on NK Telco Sports. Thanks for joining us from Sydney. I'm Dave Helmstetter. Along with me, Jeremy Plyman. You have been watching the girls basketball tournament on NK Telco Sports.